Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have Nat on Hogaak leading out with a fetch and a careful study, filling up the bin for this Hogaak strategy. I mean, I gotta say, I feel like it's underplayed. The deck is so powerful. Tons of threats. Also has a combo finish, and Mark the Goblin King throwing a Wasteland out, and he catches Nat with a sketchy one-lander. That is absolutely the play you need to make with Goblins. If you're playing Goblins, you can't give your opponent those percentages back. They're going to keep some number of hands that are just going to absolutely crush you with one land. And now Goblin Lackey has arrived and is connecting and putting in a War Chief. Dangerous, but it could be worse. It could have been over right there. Log War Marshal. Fairly full board here for Mark. What can be done here? Careful study. No, it's going to be Stitcher Supplier. This will look to block Goblin Lackey. The Swamp. Likely not get another use, as Rashad and Port can keep it locked down. Log War Marshal dies without an upkeep. Stitcher Supplier going to the bin is pretty hurtful. Mark has to consider how he wants to handle this. He could certainly swing with everything but the Lackey. Trading the Lackey feels pretty bad. Oh, Mog Fanatic arriving. Getting rid of Bridge from Below's. And now a Skirk Prospector. Phenomenal. Goblin Pile Driver. Not only do you get a Goblin Pile Driver, you also clear the bridges. Skirk Prospector, just an absolute MVP. Goblin Lackey puts in a War Chief. Skirk Prospector does even more lifting, allowing for that Rashad port, if I'm not mistaken. And Goblins taking down that first game versus a deck that is very difficult for a lot of decks in the format to interact with. Goblins does have a few possibilities here. We've got the going after the mana base, as we saw. And of course, going after those Bridge from Belows. Goblins has a lot of ways for the little green guys to step up and take one for the team, sacrificing Goblins for the cause. Getting rid of those Bridge from Belows makes it very difficult for Hogaak to combo out. And at that point, he needs to play the aggro game, which Goblins is ready to throw down. This championship playmat from our Pauper Open. Trying to think through. I don't remember playing in the Pauper. I wonder if he traded for that. He's won Pauper Opens. I don't think that was that one that he won. Well, if Mark, if you see this, go ahead and give the deets on how you came across that mat. You won it, or if you traded for it. That is one of a kind. I thought Affinity won that Pauper Open. Tough to keep track. We've been playing. Ooh, Sling Gang Lieutenant. That's a dangerous card for this match for sure. Every Saturday, we've got something going on here at ELD's Time Vault Games for anybody that's going to be in the area, living close by, or perhaps looking for something awesome to do on a trip now that things are kind of back open. Vintage, Legacy, Pauper, Modern, Old School. Team events, pre-releases every Saturday from here on out. Gonna have something special planned. Our weekly events, Wednesdays and Fridays. A lot of these, these matches are from our weeklies. We also have our open series that'll show up on camera. Gravecrawler squaring off against Goblin Lackey. The Crawler does need to turn sideways as he cannot block, and Carrion Feeder can't block either. Lackey turns sideways. Will we see a Dryad Arbor? We will. Trades with the Goblin. Shodden Port. Ooh. That one stings a little bit. Not having the option to tap down that Dryad Arbor. Rough. That, I gotta think that that's definitely worthwhile. The fact that that Shodden Port was in hand may have been a little too cute. Goblins has a few opportunities to play things close to the vest. For the most part, it's all-out aggression. Perhaps missing that land drop will be the determining factor in this matchup. It's also possible that Mark really doesn't value the Goblin Lackey too much based off of his hand and was happy to go after the mana. We'll see how this plays out. Tough to say without seeing his hand. He's making his land drops. Hogaak's mana base is being throttled. Now a Goblin Crater Maker. Yeah, I gotta feel like with Crater Maker's ability to kill Dryad Arbor, and with the Fury wiping everything out, now we've got a Altar of Dementia, which will not do a whole lot here. Goblin Crater Maker can kill this at any time for the low cost of 1 mana. Great card for Goblins. Ability to kill utility creatures. Mark may be looking for just extra value. Getting rid of Bridge from Belows could be more important. Stitcher Supplier. He's a Hogaak. And now Gravecrawler coming back. That means Hogaak will be able to arrive. So Gravecrawler is cast. In response, we're going to see the Stitcher Supplier taken out. And going to see Ashnod's Altar. I'm sorry, Altar of Dementia. Milling 4 extra cards. Trying to keep that 8/8 off of the board. Another body will be required. The other side, Goblin Ringleader for just 3 mana. Great value. Leyline, not where you want to see it, but you know, this Goblin Pile Driver is going to pick up a ton of extra damage. Going to be 9 coming in. And at this point, I'm not sure if Hogaak will be enough, even if he arrives. With that altar, it may have to be a combo finish. Gravecrawler goes to the bin. We see a Bridge from Below. Fetching. Casting a Bridge from Below, and that is it. Facing down lethal the next turn. Not enough to get there. And Goblins, I mean, it finds a way to win. There we go.